And here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, this bout is brought to you by Geico. Our judges at ringside, Tim Cheatham, Max DeLuca, and Patricia Morse-Jarman. And the man in charge at the sound of the bell, Mr. Kenny Bayless. To everyone watching around the world on ESPN+, this is boxing, this is Top Rank, and this is the main event. 12 rounds for the WBA, IBF, Ring Magazine, Bantamweight Championships of the World. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 117.9 pounds, wearing black trunks with gold trim. He brings a record of 21 wins, only 1 defeat, 18 victories coming by way of knockout. He is a former world title challenger from Melbourne, Australia, Jason Mayhem Moloney. Across the ring in the red corner, presented in association with Taken Promotions and Ohashi Promotion. He weighed in at 117.7 pounds, wearing gold trunks with black and white trim. He brings a perfect record, 19 wins, no defeats, 16 of those victories coming by way of knockout. The former light flyweight world champion, the former junior bantamweight world champion, the reigning, defending WBA, IBF, Ring Magazine, Unified Bantamweight World Champion from Yokohama, Japan, Naoya Monster Inoue!
Okay, trunks are a little high, so here is the cutoff. Okay? We're okay here. Okay. Now, gentlemen, we're going to use the dressing room. On the caution, keep this fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Touch him up. Touch him up.
The world titles are on the line at 118 pounds. They have 2 common opponents. Emmanuel Rodriguez, who was stopped by Inoue in the second round after he won a split decision against Jason Moloney 7 months before. And he was not the only common opponent that they had. First bell here, Top Rank Boxing on ESPN for the Unified Bantamweight World Championship. Bernardo Osuna alongside Timothy Bradley and Andre Ward. And Dre, early on, what are you looking for?
Well, Moloney's got to come in here and get some respect. He's got to do it in a smart way, though, because Inoue can put your lights out in a half a second. So he's got to come behind his jab. He's got to pick his shots very smartly, but he's got to let Inoue know that he's there. And Inoue just needs to be who he is. Be explosive, be fast, be quick. Don't try to overpower Moloney. Well, you see that uppercut right there? Just beat yourself, and the knockout may come.
Moloney better hold that phone up, hold that right hand up, because I see a left hook coming in there.
I mean, the tension in the building, you can cut it with a knife, because anytime you have an explosive puncher like Naoya Inoue, who's capable of landing either hand and putting you to sleep, you have to be on high alert.
But it's tough, Bernardo, because you got a guy that's not just powerful, but he's quick and he's fast.
Nice jab to the body from the monster. Inoue has so many tools, so many weapons, so many ways to beat you. And Moloney says he's also got some weaknesses that no Nito Donaire exposed. Nice
right
counter
hand.
right from Inoue after Moloney lands a shot of his own.
Yeah, that's one of the strengths of Inoue is that his ability, when he's offensive, then defensive, then back offensive, you know, and he's able to time fighters like that.
Oh,
nice jab from Moloney, but right hand over the top from Inoue.
Watch the hole.
Beautiful counter.
everybody has a plan, as Mike Tyson said, until he gets hit in the face. That's yet to happen here in a shot that changes the way the fight goes on, but both guys showing some respect, but trying to find those keys.
Yeah, you can tell Moloney is processing the speed of Inoue right now. I don't think he realized how quick and how fast of foot and hand that Inoue was.
He closes that gap quick, Inoue.
And he's not there when Moloney tries to punch.
Inoue lunges right there. That's one of the few mistakes that he does make, leaving himself exposed and doesn't get off the line. But Moloney said, I've got to be quick enough, I got to be smart enough, and I got to be strong enough to make him pay, as he takes another Inoue jab right in the face. Oh, nice body shot from Moloney.
That's the work right there in the inside that Moloney has to do. But he has to be cautious because he can get caught in between if he gets a little wide with his punches. Nice counter right there.
Japan with excellent instructions for Naoya Inoue as we go into round 2 of this scheduled 12-rounder, and Inoue comes out shooting that left.
A lead left hook. Quick and strong.
You know, even though it's the beginning of the second round, I guarantee you right now that Moloney is in his head and he's trying to process some things. He's trying to even find his, ability to reinforce why he's here and what he has to do to get the job done. Because when you've heard about a guy, when you've sat ringside at his fights, when you've watched him on television, but then you get in there and you experience everything that you heard and you realize that, it was true. That's tough to deal with. You got to switch your mind back and remind yourself why you're here.
It's also true that it's been 359 days since Inoue was last in the ring against Nonito Donaire, a fight where he suffered fractured right orbital bone early in the fight in round 2, and he was able to overcome double vision throughout the fight to win a 12-round unanimous decision. Answered a lot of questions about himself, but those are some questions, Tim, that Moloney wants to ask of him tonight as well.
Of course, but Moloney needs to get close enough to be able to land those shots. Inoue is getting in and out of range quickly. He has quick feet. He closes the gap quick on you. And he explodes with every single punch, so it's dangerous. You second guess it. Oh, man, nice right body shot. You've been the opponent. You second guess yourself every time you throw a shot because you don't want to get hit.
Moloney can't live out there, guys. He can't live on the outside like that. He's a good boxer, but Inoue is a better boxer. He's fast, but Inoue is faster. He's got fast twitch muscles, but Inoue's fast twitch muscles are even more than what Moloney's is. So Moloney has to get mid-range and in close, start to work that body, start to try to land those short uppercuts and left hooks if he's going to have a shot to win some rounds in this fight and hopefully win.
We always talk about range, Tim, and the dog camera's showing you just that.
Did you see how Inoue came in and then faded out real quick and made the right hand of Moloney miss?
Moloney was trying to get out of the way and throw a right hand all at the same time.
That's a lot to process in just 1 millisecond.
I'm letting you guys know what it is right now. It's the speed. It's the speed of Inoue that's giving him problems. Yes, the power's there, but the speed, foot speed, hand speed.
And a lot of times you talk about speed generates power. Here it's speed and power. It's different.
It's a special combination. See it with guys like Teofimo Lopez. You see it with guys like Manny Pacquiao.
There's that left hook from Naoya Inoue here to close out the second round.
Oh, nice left hook.
Yeah, that's what time it is. I mean, there's no mercy in this sport. This is the fight game. It's the hurt business, whatever type of moniker you want to use. I mean, these guys are trying to hurt each other, not permanently, but they got a job to do tonight.
For 12 rounds tonight, they really do want to hurt each other. And Moloney here keeping up with Inoue in terms of punches thrown, but he's more than 2-1 down in terms of punches landed to Naoya Inoue. And that's got to change if he's going to win.
Well, he's letting Inoue dictate the pace right now. You see all the bouncing coming from Moloney. I told you he's a rhythm fighter. He likes to fight in the rhythm. And you see the combinations as he's bouncing. Boom, boom, boom. Follow him out. Why not?
Nice uppercut there with the right hand from Inoue, but Moloney takes it well. There it is. Once again, the attack. Right hand, left hand from Naoya Inoue, who's starting to find a groove here.
That first step with Inoue is a lot for Moloney to process right now. He's thinking, trying to figure out what his next move is, and he gets hit with a 1-2. That's very discouraging.
one thing that I forgot to mention early on is look at the calves on Inoue. That's where all the power is generated from. The ground up, from the legs up.
Manny Pacquiao, Prince Nassim Hamed, Samanso Jaturong. A lot of great fighters who had that power going from the bottom up. Oh, beautiful double uppercut from Naoya Inoue. Nice right there from Jason Moloney on the inside. Using his strength, and he gets clipped by a left hook from Naoya Inoue. The stalking prowess of Naoya Inoue.
Now what Inoue is doing is he's sunning them right now. He's walking them down. He's putting a high guard up. He doesn't feel threatened by any punches coming from Moloney. And now he's just attacking. He's trying to get him up out of there.
Something we wanted to watch out for was the inflammation under the right eye after the broken orbital bone. So far, it's held up. And now Moloney's got to watch out for those quick right uppercuts.
The power, the speed, the timing, the explosiveness of Inoue is making Moloney forget his game plan. He forgot what he came here to do.
Ooh, left uppercut from Naoya Inoue. Switches up, and now you see the legs of Moloney a little wobbly as he continues with the attack. Big right hand from Naoya Inoue.
That right hand hurt him right there. That short right hand hurt him, Bernardo.
There's another short right hand from Naoya Inoue. Look at the vision and that tunnel vision from Naoya Inoue, seeing a fighter that may be hurt, and he's looking for that big shot here as Moloney drops his hands. Ooh, big left to the body.
Disciplined every time.
Jason Moloney showing heart, showing a great chin here in his world title opportunity for the Bantamweight World Championship, the WBA, IBF, and Ring Magazine version. He's only been down once against Danilo Gabasai, and that was a right hand in August of 2015. This is his second world title opportunity, and Inoue is just getting into a rhythm, finding Moloney a lot easier than before.
Bernardo, I have to say, this is real. Inoue is real. I have my doubts. I don't have my doubts anymore. This guy is real. Watching it in person, how explosive every shot is, how the speed on his punches, and the power to go along with it, and the pressure he's putting on Moloney right now. Moloney is a good fighter. He's a good quality fighter. And he's making him look ordinary.
Oh, nice counter to the body from Naoya Inoue as Moloney was looking for a big overhand right. And there's a right hand counter once again from Inoue as now he digs to the body. And down goes that right elbow of Moloney. Nice stick jab from Moloney, though.
Andrew Moloney, who knows his brother as well as anyone, says he has to punch sharper, not harder. Just stay behind the jab and punch sharper.
That's a hard thing to do when you got a guy who's sticking you with power.
He's being out muscled. I mean, that power and that speed and the physicality of Inoue is just too much.
Moloney at this point has to sell out. And what I mean is he's got to risk getting knocked out to build up some points and to try to hurt Inoue to get some respect and to get himself back in this fight. Because if he just sits on the outside like this, Inoue is controlling every aspect of the game. I don't care if he's on the outside, mid-range, inside. It doesn't matter. He's controlling this fight. He's leading. He's countering. He's outspeeding, outquicking, and he has more power than Moloney. How you going to deal with that if you don't open up and try to get some respect?
Oh, nice combination earlier by Moloney, but there's always an answer from Naoya Inoue. Nice right hand from Inoue. It reminds me of when you're playing golf and you play with the big hitter who's got the driver and he's got it going, and then you try to overdo yours and you hit it all over the place. You have to stay within yourself, and that's hard for Moloney to do tonight.
Well, he's shocked. He's shocked by what he's in there with right now. He's a tough kid. He's going to try to fight it out as long as he can, but he's dealing with something that he's never been in the ring with.
Nice.
Oh, nice body shot from Inoue, but Moloney found that bad habit, the lack of head movement that you talked about, Tim, from Inoue.
Lack of head movement, leaves his head on the line often. You know, he gets a little enamored with this punching power. He just wants to admire his work at times, and Moloney is finding home for his right hand occasionally.
And there you see the finishing shots from Naoya Inoue as round 4 comes to a conclusion. Round 5 of a scheduled 12-round world title shot for the Unified Bantam World Championship. Alongside Timothy Bradley and Andre Ward, I'm Bernardo Osuna. And we talked about the opening. I had watched Inoue live, and I said, you're going to see and feel something different when you see him live.
Well, it's special. You know, there's no perfect fighter. There's always going to be mistakes the fighter makes. But the question is, can the opponent do anything about it? Or if they're going to have the courage to try to risk doing anything about it. So Inoue is everything that people say that he is. And the scary part is he's still getting better.
He right at the start of his prime right now at 27 years old.
Ooh. That quickness of Naoya Inoue, who's 19-0 with 16 knockouts. But here comes Jason Moloney, who said, if I can get him backing up and crouching and covering up, that's my opportunity.
But that's where he needs to be. He needs to be in the inside the trenches. But he needs to be careful because Inoue will set him up with a counter. He'll look to punch in between his shots.
You got to respect what Moloney's trying to do right now. We've said this whole fight that that's what he has to do if he's going to get into this fight. But the problem is he's soaked up a lot of punishment over the first 4 rounds. That punishment is sitting on him. So when he does try to open up, he's not going to have the energy that he wants to have because he's been getting hit with hellacious body shots and head shots for the first 4 rounds.
Anyway, he's got the power advantage, the quickness advantage, and a 2.5-inch reach advantage, which we saw just moments ago as his jab got to its destination before Moloney was, and that 3-piece from the monster.
I got to tell you guys something. I've tried on a massive amount of gloves in my career, and I have to say that the winning gloves, these are the type of gloves that, you know, Mayweather would use to protect his hands. They're soft. They have cushion, a massive amount of cushion. Whereas you get a Reyes glove, we have the horsehair on them. Inoue is wearing winning gloves that are heavily padded and hitting that hard. That tells me a lot about his punching power.
I mean, he's had issues with his hands before. Sometimes it's the curse of a power puncher. You hit so hard that your hands become brittle.
Yeah, but if he had a Reyes glove on, yeah,
devastation.
Thank you.
But sometimes it's big right hand there from Inoue, and Moloney takes it, and he takes 2 steps back, and here comes the monster.
That's a lot to deal with, fellas. That right hand and the way that he got that off, that landed like a rocket. He shot that off like a rocket. That's a lot to deal with.
Quick, precise, powerful. We're not just talking about that right hand. We're talking about the whole package when we're talking about Naoya Inoue. But here's Moloney. What a heart here as we reach what should be the culmination of this 5th round.
Half second, and you get hit with not just a quick shot, but a powerful shot like that. Trust me, that shot not only buzzed Moloney, but it hurt him. Just timing. He thought Moloney was going to throw a shot. Moloney
snapping his head. Put the right hand behind him.
Ward, and here is your scorecard, Dre.
Yeah, it's a complete shutout. I don't think there's any questions about that. Inoue's dominating this fight. He's put on a great performance. He's doing everything that he said he would do and that people expected him to do. Good body shot right there from Inoue. If you could hear the thoughts that good shot right there.
Down goes Moloney on a quick counter.
4, 5, 6.
Inoue's a good finisher
7,
too.
8. Okay, come to me. Gloves.
16 knockouts and 19 victories for Naoya Inoue. He comes out firing with that big left hook, and he smells blood. He may be the monster, but tonight he's a shark going after his prey in Jason Moloney from down under. Big right hand once again from Naoya Inoue, and Moloney has no choice but to tie up. There's a big left from Naoya Inoue. He follows it up with the right hand. And just the demeanor of Jason Moloney is continuing to change as Inoue finds that confidence level and that range.
Body language in a boxing ring tells a story. And Inoue's body language is screaming that he's in control. And Moloney is in survival mode right now, trying to weather this storm from that knockdown.
There's another left hook, an uppercut from Naoya Inoue, who's finding every shot in his repertoire to punish Moloney with.
Step up. Let go.
Supreme focus from Naoya Inoue as Moloney gets caught with another left hook as he leads his jab out there. You can feel the power. You can hear the thuds when Inoue lands a shot. And he hasn't landed cleanly yet, except for that big shot early in the round. But he lands cleanly there with that right.
It's a lot to deal with.
Oh, these are big, heavy shots coming in on Moloney. You know, if I'm in his corner right now, you know, if he doesn't give me a better round, the next round, I'll probably end up stopping his match. I mean, he's taking a beating, and I want to save him for the rest of his career.
Well, you got to do the math. How many rounds has he won? Does he have the power to stop Inoue? And where is he at? What type of fight is he fighting? He's not fighting a fight where he's just missing big shots that could possibly knock Inoue out. He's in survival mode, but he's taking a massive amount of punishment in the meantime.
Yes, he is.
That inflammation over the left eye of Jason Moloney, as we are now at the halfway point of the fight.
You got to sit in position to throw this left hook. Moloney came in with a double jab. You know, we're taught to, you know, step in behind with the double jab. And if you don't do it from the right distance, well, you get set up with shots like this. Beautiful left hook right in between. Nice step back, a half a step back by Inoue. Nice check hook.
A lot to deal with, fellas. Power, speed, quickness, time.
Show me something. That's good refereeing.
Yes, it is. You know, you have big concern when you see a fighter taking big shots over and over and over like Moloney is.
Let's not forget that Jason Moloney's brother, Andrew, who will be fighting in a rematch against Joshua Franco, ended up at the hospital and losing his world title here in the bubble a week before Moloney got his win against Leonardo Baez. So the twins have been through a lot together, and more importantly is he doesn't want to end up at the hospital tonight at the hands of Naoya Inoue.
And Tim, I love what you said again in that last round. You know, some may say, well, hey, Moloney's still in the fight. Don't look to stop it, but you got to do the math. Put all the equation together. Yes. He can hurt Inoue if he lands the right shot, but he's not throwing with that kind of conviction right now because he doesn't want to get caught Moloney.
Nice right hand there from Jason. We're listening to his twin brother, Andrew Moloney, in the corner.
Good, Chase.
I try.
Oh, look at that defense from Inoue.
Now, Inoue's taking this round off, honestly. He's looking to play counterpunch with Moloney.
Well, he took the first 2 minutes off, but here comes the onslaught of Inoue following a triple jab.
It's not just the hands of Inoue, it's the feet. When a fighter can close the distance on you in a half a second and he's up on you quicker than you could even imagine, that's unnerving for a fighter. It's tough to deal with.
Look at that. Every time the hands leave Moloney's face, there's always a counter coming back from Inoue. Unreal.
No. Let him up. Don't hold. Here we go.
Lick his eyes and put the rod on him. Lick his eyes and put the rod on him.
There's that stick from Naoya Inoue. As round 7.
Oh,
a big right hand from Naoya Inoue, and Moloney is down and hurt.
6, 7, 8.
It's over. It is over. Naoya the Monster Inoue on Halloween night knocks out Jason Mayhem Moloney, proving that he does belong at the top of that right hand. It was.
Inoue started this fight the way that he ended it. He just got on fire. He revved up his engine, and he was all gas and no brakes. He did everything. He showed speed. He showed power. He showed some flavor with his feet. And, you know, he ended with a devastating right hand like that. Moloney just made a mistake, threw a jab out there, and Inoue just took a half little step back and just made him pay with a brutal shot. You saw that coming. We were talking about this over the last couple rounds. It doesn't look like much is happening, but there's a lot happening.